Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. I am Hashim Ali Khan here. We are discussing the topic bank reconciliation statement. So already I have given the video on the theory of bank reconciliation statement. So we have solved some 2-3 problems also initially. So those who have joined now, please go to the video of theory. You will get the command on the theoretical concept of BRS, why it is prepared, how it is prepared, what are the causes of difference between bank balance as per cash book and bank balance as per passbook. Without theory, we cannot be able to understand the problems. So for the new viewers, first time those who have joined, I suggest you to go to the playlist of my channel. You'll find so many different subjects, videos. Select your subject, get a full command on the problems and theory of those videos. Come on, now I'm going to start the next problem on BRS, bank reconciliation statement. Already 4 short problems I have solved in the previous video. Now I'm starting the 5th problem. So before starting the 5th problem, I expect my viewers to have a problem set from the link which I have provided under the description. So take a hard copy, print out of the problems and keep it ready before watching the video on problems. Now I'm reading out the 5th problem. See carefully. From the following particulars, prepare a statement showing how the difference between cash book balance and passbook balance is reconciled. Simply we can say it is asking you to prepare the bank reconciliation statement. Now, here in this problem, balance as per passbook credit. Balance as per passbook, in bracket it is given credit. That means it is a favorable balance as per passbook. Passbook, if it shows debit balance, it is overdraft, unfavorable. Passbook, if it shows credit balance, it is favorable balance. So keep it in mind. Our starting point is passbook, favorable balance as per passbook. And balance as per cash book, credit. Passbook also credit, cash book also it is given the balance. Earlier problems, one balance will be given, the other balance we have to calculate. But in this problem, both the balances are given. We have to reconcile. We have to show. The answer is also given. If we take the starting point as bank balance as per passbook, then we'll get the bank balance as per cash book. So here answer itself is given 10,275. When we have taken bank balance as per passbook as the starting point of 3,600, then ultimately, finally, we should get the answer balance as per cash book 10,275. That is credit, cash book credit. Cash book credit means overdraft balance. So one book is showing favorable, passbook is showing favorable. Ultimate answer cash book it is showing overdraft. The answer is given in overdraft. And unpresented checks. Meaning of unpresented checks, checks issued but not presented for payment. When we issue the check, we record in the cash book. But the banker has not recorded in the passbook because it is not presented for payment. Similarly, uncredited checks. Uncredited checks means checks deposited in the bank, but the banker has not yet collected. After collecting, it will credit. So, checks deposited, but banker has not yet collected. That is the meaning. In addition, you ascertain that a check of rupees 250 paid to Sharma has been wrongly credited in cash column. Actually, in cash book, we are having 2 columns, cash column and bank column. So when we issue the check, we should record in the bank column. But by mistake, the accountant has recorded in the cash column. That is the mistake. Next one, debit side of the cash book, bank column, has been undercast by rupees 400. Undercast means totaled less, taken less. While making the calculations, the accountant has made the mistake. Debit side of the cash book, bank column has been taken short by rupees 400. Last one, bank charges rupees 75 has not been entered in the cash book. That means banker has debited the passbook for bank charges, but cash book it is not entered. So these are the discrepancies. Our job is take first balance. Balance as per passbook credit means favorable. We will take the favorable balance as per passbook. That is the starting point. Here you can see I have taken BRS as on balance as per passbook credit balance, it is given in the problem. Passbook showing credit balance means which balance we are having? Favorable balance. So imagine that our starting point is favorable passbook balance. How much? 3,600. Now add less, then finally we'll get the closing balance. That means balance as per cash book. That we have to find out. Okay. Now first of all, in working note, I'll explain you each point, whether we have to add or less. Unpresented checks. Unpresented checks means checks issued but not presented for payment. When we issue the check, we record in the cash book. So we are having favorable balance. Imagine we are having favorable balance. So when we issue the check, we record in the cash book. So cash book balance will come down. Cash book balance will come down when we issue the check. But passbook balance still showing more balance because it is not presented for payment. This is the situation in the first case. Unpresented checks. So what is our starting point here? Passbook is the starting point. So passbook is showing more balance. Passbook is showing more balance. When it is showing more balance, we have to subtract. So here I am writing minus. So from passbook I am deducting here unpresented checks. Unpresented checks. How much are the unpresented checks? It is given 15,400. Come on, first item over. Now I am taking the second. Uncredited checks. Uncredited checks means checks deposited, but banker has not yet credited. When we deposit the check, before depositing the check, we record in the cash book. When we record in the cash book balance will increase because we have received the check from the customers. We have recorded in the cash book. So cash book balance will increase when we have received the check. We have deposited the check in the bank, but the banker has not yet collected. So passbook is showing less balance. Because the banker has not yet collected, passbook is showing less balance. Our starting point is passbook. It is showing less balance. So what we should do? We should add. So in add items, I am writing first uncredited checks. Uncredited checks. It is 1,600. 1,600. So two items we have considered. The third item is a check of rupees 250 paid to Sharma. A check of rupees 250 paid to Sharma has been wrongly credited in cash column. We are having two columns in the cash book, cash column, bank column. When we issue the check to Sharma, we should have written in the bank column. But unfortunately, by mistake, the accountant has written in the cash column. If it has written in the bank column, our cash book would have been deducted, would have been less. But unfortunately, it has not been deducted. That means our cash book balance is showing more balance. अगर वो क्रेडिट कॉलम में ले लेते 250 रुपीज बैंक अकाउंट के क्रेडिट कॉलम में, तो हमारा बैंक बैलेंस कम हो जाता था. But unfortunately, it is not decreased. Unfortunately, he has taken in the cash column. So our cash book is showing more balance. Because we have issued the check to Sharma, we should have credited to bank column, but unfortunately he has credited to cash column. So bank balance has not been reduced. Bank balance has not been reduced. So our cash book balance is showing more. Whereas passbook balance is showing less. Because that Sharma, that person has taken the money from the bank. So passbook balance less. Our starting point is passbook. Passbook is showing less balance. When it is showing less balance, we have to add. So in addition items, second, check issued wrongly taken in cash column. Wrongly taken in cash column. The amount is 250. The amount is 250. That's all. Now The next one, debit side of the cash book bank column has been undercast by rupees 400. Debit side of cash book bank column has been taken 400 rupees less. When debit side of cash book is taken less, our bank balance is less. Debit side all deposits, credit side all payments. So debit side we have taken 400 rupees less. So our cash book balance is showing less balance. Fourth point, cash book is less because on debit side of the cash book we have taken less amount by 400. So passbook balance more. Our cash book balance is 400 rupees short, whereas passbook balance is more. Our starting point is passbook. So passbook is showing more. So what we have to do? We have to deduct. We have to deduct. So second item I am taking that debit side of cash book undercast 400 rupees taken short. Undercast means taken less. Then bank charges 75 has not been entered in the cash book. Bank charges 75 rupees was recorded in the passbook. So when it is debited in passbook, the passbook balance has decreased. The fifth item, passbook balance has decreased because bank charges are debited in passbook but not entered in cash book. The cash book account is showing more balance. Our starting point is passbook. It is showing less balance. When it is showing less balance, what we have to do? We have to add. So this bank charges we have to add. So addition side, I am writing here. Third, bank charges debited in passbook only, that is 75 rupees. That's all. 75 rupees is the bank charges debited in the passbook. That's all. We have taken all the items. Now we'll find out finally what is the total of debit add items. Add items are 1600 plus 250 plus 75. It comes to 1925. 1925. I am taking the total in the outer column 1925. Now I am adding up 3600 plus 1925. So plus 3600 I am getting 5525. 5525. 5525 is the total after adding up, right? Minus 15,400 plus 400, 15,800. So I am taking the deduction items outside, outer column, 15,800. Now see, this 15,800 is subtract, minus. So 5,525 minus 15,800, 5525 minus 15,800. We are getting 10,275 minus, negative. So 10,275. Negative I am getting. Negative means overdraft. Opposite. Here we have started with favorable balance and ended with overdraft. अगर पॉजिटिव आता तो ये भी फेवरेबल but I'm not getting positive, I'm getting negative. 5525 minus 15,800, I'm getting minus 10,275. When I'm getting minus, that means it is opposite to favorable. Opposite to favorable is unfavorable or overdraft. So overdraft balance as per cash book. And this is given in the problem. Problem itself it is given. We are required to confirm it by preparing a BRS. So we have confirmed. In the problem it is given that bank balance as per passbook favorable, credit balance is 3,600. And this also given bank balance as per cash book credit balance. Cash book credit balance. Cash book credit means unfavorable. Cash book में debit, passbook में credit favorable. Cash book debit, passbook credit favorable. If cash book credit, passbook debit is unfavorable. So here cash book I am getting credit balance. So it is a overdraft. This is the bank balance overdraft as per the cash book. That's it. This is the fifth problem. Now I am reading out the sixth problem. See the sixth one. On the basis of the following information, ascertain the bank balance as per passbook number 1. The customer is having two accounts, passbook number 1, passbook number 2. So we have to find out the bank balance as per passbook. We have to find out passbook number 1. Bank overdraft as per cash book number 1 account. So our opening balance, starting balance is bank balance as per cash book overdraft. As per cash book overdraft is 4,500. So I have taken here balance as per cash book overdraft, OD, overdraft 4,500. Overdraft ka matlab unfavorable balance. Now 2 points are given, only 2 points. The first point is rupees 2,000 paid in account number 1 stands wrongly credited in the passbook in account number 2. See carefully. We have paid 200 rupees in the bank. We have deposited 2,000 rupees in the bank in account number 1. But by mistake, the banker has wrongly credited in account number 2. Actually, we are preparing the BRS for account number 1. So I have deposited the money 2,000 rupees in the bank, but the banker has wrongly credited in account number 2. So account number 1 mein to nahi hua. So when we deposit the money in the bank, we record in the cash book. First we record in the cash book. So cash book OD will come down. First working note. Cash book overdraft. Cash book overdraft will come down. Already we are having an overdraft. We have deposited 2,000 rupees in the bank. So in our cash book, first we record the cash book overdraft will come down. But what the banker has done, the banker instead of crediting the account number 1, by mistake it has taken in account number 2. So passbook balance still showing more balance, more overdraft. Cash book balance less, passbook balance more overdraft. Our starting point is cash book. Starting point is cash book. So cash book is showing less balance. Cash book is showing less balance. Less means we have to add. So in addition items, cash deposited in account number 1. In account number 1, wrongly credited by bank in account number 2. In account number 2. By mistake, the banker has recorded that in account number 2. How much? 2,000 rupees. The whole thing depends on the logic. We have to understand the problem. In cash book, we are having overdraft, OD balance. That OD balance is 4,500 given. Now the customer has deposited 2,000 rupees in the bank. So before depositing, the customer will record in his cash book. So cash book overdraft should decrease because he is depositing the money in the bank. So overdraft cash book decreased. But the passbook OD has not decreased because by mistake the banker has credited into account number 2 instead of account number 1. Right? So 2,000 rupees. The next item given is a payment of 200 rupees from account number 2 has been wrongly debited by banker in account number 1. A payment of 200 rupees from account number 2. We have issued a check. We have issued a check from account number 2, but by mistake the banker has debited the account number 1. Already we are preparing the BRS for account number 1 only. So we have issued the check from second account, but the banker has debited the first account. So passbook overdraft will increase. So second item, second, passbook overdraft will show more balance because the banker by mistake has debited the passbook account number 1. Cash book, it is less. Overdraft has decreased. Overdraft has decreased. It is saying that a payment of 200 rupees from account number 2 has been wrongly debited by bankers in account number 1. So passbook more, cash book less. Our starting point is cash book. So cash book is showing less overdraft. So what we have to do here? Add. So what is the transaction? The transaction says a payment of 200. Payment of rupees 200 from account number 2. Wrongly debited by banker in account number 1. Account number 1. So 200 rupees will come here. That's all. Only 2 items are given. Only 2 items, nothing. So there are no deduction items. There are no less items. So 2000 plus 200, 2200 we have to add. We have to add 2200. So 4500 plus 2200, you will get 6700. So 6700. This is the balance as per passbook. This is the balance as per cash book. This is the balance as per passbook. Overdraft. Same balance. Positive I am getting. I am getting positive. So it is overdraft as per passbook. So this is the end of problem number 6. So we have completed 6 short problems. Come on, now we'll start the last short problem on BRS. So 7th problem is the last short problem on BRS. Then we'll start, after this we'll start the main problems. Prepare an amended cash book from the following particulars. So we have to amend, we have to change the cash book. That means some transactions are given. There are some errors or some mistakes in the cash book. We have to rectify and make it an amended or correct cash book. Bank overdraft as per cash book as on 31st December 2013 was 5,800. So cash book is showing overdraft. When cash book shows overdraft, it shows credit balance. Cash book debit balance favorable. Cash book credit balance overdraft. So here it is saying that cash book is showing a credit balance, means overdraft. So we have to amend the cash book. So the payment side of the cash book has been undercast by rupees 500. The payment side means credit side of the cash book has been totaled less. How much less? 500 rupees. So how to make this amended cash book? See here. Amended cash book. So we have opened a cash account. Credit side I have taken by balance, brought down overdraft. OD. How much is the OD given? 5,800 is the overdraft as per the cash book. Favorable balance, if it is favorable balance, we would have taken on the debit side. Overdraft balance will take it on the credit side. So cash book shows credit balance overdraft 5,800. Now first point, the payment side of the cash book has been undercast by rupees 500. Payment side ka matlab credit side. The credit side of the cash book has been undercast by rupees 500. Now credit side we have taken less. Now we increase the credit side. Increase the credit side. So credit side by amount undercast. How much undercast? 500 rupees. Next, the dividend, a dividend of rupees 550 paid direct to the bank had not been recorded in the cash book. A dividend had been directly deposited 550 rupees in the bank. And this 550 rupees had not been recorded in the cash book. So it will be taken on the debit side. Receipts will be taken on debit side. Payment will be taken on the credit side of the bank account. The payments credit side, receipt debit side. So there is a receipt of dividend. This dividend received by the banker directly recorded in the passbook, but it is not found in the cash book. Cash book it is not recorded. So debit side will take to dividend deposited in bank 550. Next one is check worth rupees 2,000 entered in the cash book as paid into bank, but had not been collected by the bank. Now, a check had been deposited in the bank, entered in the cash book. So already it is this 2,000 rupees worth of check had already been entered in the cash book, but the banker had not yet collected. This item already it is entered in the cash book, so we should not take in amended cash book. This item will be taken while preparing BRS, bank reconciliation statement. If we have to prepare, then this 2000 rupees will consider while preparing BRS. But this 2000 is already entered in the cash book, so we should not take this 2000 rupees. Next, bank charges and interest 100 rupees debited in the passbook on 28th December 2013 had not been entered in the cash book. The bank charges, bank interest had been debited in the passbook. When passbook is debited, it will be taken on the credit side of the cash book. Credit side of the cash book. The debit items of passbook will be on the credit side of the cash book, opposite. So this bank interest, bank charges are debited in the passbook but not entered in the cash book. So credit side I am taking by bank charges and interest 100 rupees. Now a check of rupees 800 paid into bank has been dishonored and shown as such by the bank, but no entry for dishonor had been made in the cash book. 800 rupees worth of check had been deposited in the bank. So before depositing, already it is entered in the cash book. But banker has informed that this 800 rupees check was dishonored. Banker had not collected that amount of 800 rupees of check. So already it is debited to cash book. Now dishonored entry had not been passed. So dishonored entry will be taken on credit side of cash book. So by customer, check dishonored 800 rupees. That's when all the items are taken. Now we have to find out what is the balance in amended cash book. Balance in amended cash book. So credit side, if I take the total, it is coming to 7,200. 7,200 is the total on the credit side. So 7,200 minus 550 debit item. The balancing figure we are getting 6,650. Balancing figure. So by balance carried down, balancing figure, and below the total by balance brought down 6,650. So overdraft as per amended cash book. Overdraft as per amended cash book is 6,650. Now we have taken all the items. Those items which are in the passbook, we have taken in the cash book also. Example, dividend collected by the banker entered in the passbook. We have not taken in the cash book, now we have taken in the cash book. Now this item will not appear in the BRS because in both the books it is there. In passbook it is there, in cash book now we have recorded. Similarly, amount undercast. There is an undercast amount of rupees 500 on the credit side of the cash book. That cash book which is undercast, now we have taken on the credit side. Similarly, bank charges which are debited in the passbook, now we have taken on the credit side of the cash book. Then customer's check dishonored, which is not entered in the cash book, now we have entered it. And 2,000 rupees check we have already entered in the cash book, but the banker had not yet collected. That will be taken in BRS because it is already entered in the cash book. Or so this is the closing balance of amended cash book. So we have completed all the short problems on BRS. In the next video, I am going to start the main problems on BRS, the long problems on BRS. Many complications will arise. So watch this video till the end. Then only you can be able to get the grasp. So if you are satisfied with my lecture, give a like to the video. Give your comment. Share this channel in your group, in your friends, so that more students can get the benefit. And subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. We'll continue in the next video.